acepté a mi Cristo como mi Salvador, de pronto todo cambió. Mi vida en el pecado por siempre terminó, su Espíritu Jesús me dio. Anduve por el mundo con un vacío en mi alma, Jesús lo vino a llenar. Ahora vivo alegre y tengo la esperanza, por siempre con Él estar. Poder, maravilloso poder, qué gozo siento yo en mi ser. Yo siento el poder del día de Pentecostés, poder, maravilloso poder, poder, maravilloso poder, qué gozo siento yo en mi ser.
Dios les bendiga, hermanos. Habla DJ Manny Sepulveda todos los viernes aquí en la ciudad de Norwalk, California, en los estudios de Avanza Broadcasting Network. Aquí estamos todos los viernes trayendo lo mejor, porque ustedes se merecen lo mejor, ¿no? Les mando un saludo, me han estado escribiendo de lejos, hermanos, donde nos felicitan y donde están orando por nosotros. Les agradecemos las oraciones. Yo siento que hay gente orando por mí, hermanos, parte de la familia, amigos, hermanos, y eso se los agradezco con el alma, que eso nos da fuerza, nos da energía, y yo creo que es una de las razones que Dios nos tiene aquí, ¿no? Por las oraciones de ustedes, ¿no? De mi familia. Y para nosotros es un honor estar aquí al frente de las cámaras de este estudio, ¿no? De Avanza Broadcasting Network, y como dije, tratando de traer lo mejor, ¿no? Porque al Señor se merece lo mejor. Y de mi parte, cuando digo lo mejor es de mi parte, ¿no? Lo que yo hago, lo que nosotros desempeñamos, a eso nos referimos, ¿no? Que tratamos de traer un aliento a alguien un cantante que venga y le cante y le levante el ánimo para una alabanza, ¿no? Hemos traído pastores, por cierto, tengo en línea a mi pastor Samuel Valverde, de la iglesia FTC de Fuente de Verdad, de la ciudad de Rancho Cucamonga, cual pues no nomás es mi pastor, es mi mentor, hermanos. Yo he aprendido tanto de mi pastor, y no es como que nos estamos comunicando muy seguido, ¿no? Pero simplemente míralo a él, cómo ministra, su forma de ser, la forma de tratar a las personas. Pues eso ha impactado mi vida y he tomado parte, ¿no? De aplicando lo que él hace. Poco, ¿no? Es mucho lo que él sabe y el conocimiento y la personalidad que tiene, cómo Dios lo usa. Pero pienso que en mi sentir, en mi corazón, que ha sido una parte fundamental para mi vida cristiana. Así es de que, bueno, yo tengo a alguien especial aquí. Le puse ahí en Facebook, ahí cuando pusimos el anuncio, el flyer, le puse yo que tenía alguien doble honor, ¿no? Porque en realidad lo puse así porque se trata de mi sangre, ¿no? De mi familia, ¿no? Entonces, al traer a mi hija aquí, pues me lo siento como un doble honor, ¿no? Que la tuve en mis brazos, la cargué en mis brazos, la llevaba a la iglesia, la enseñé hicimos de todo, ¿no? Hemos sido bien close, bien unidos. Entonces, ahora tenerla aquí ya una joven aquí en los estudios frente a mí, y vamos a hablar con ella, ¿no? Vamos a aprender de la juventud, esta juventud que nos está retando más el millennium que está aquí presente. ¿Qué es lo que podemos aprender de ellos, no? Nosotros los old school, y qué tienen que aprender ellos de nosotros también, ¿no? Así es de que, bueno, sin más preámbulo, yo quiero presentarles a my beautiful daughter, mi princesa Jazlyn Sepulveda. Thank you, Jazlyn.
Thank you, Dad.
Wow, one more time.
Thank you, Dad, for having me.
Last time we talked, vamos a tratar de ser bilingüe, hermanos. It's going to be Spanglish, aunque mi inglés no es muy bueno, ni mi español tampoco. Pero vamos a tratar de hacerlo bilingüe para que la juventud que nos está mirando también pueda captar un poquito y pueda gozarse, ¿no? Del ministerio de Jazlyn, y si pueden aprender algo, bueno, pues ahí está, ahí lo vamos a dejar en la pantalla plasmado. Thank you, Jazlyn. Last time que viniste, last time we were here, you were a blessing.
Thank you. remember, I think it was 2 years ago.
I think it's like a year ago.
A year ago?
Yeah, cuando digo que cuando estuvo aquí fue una bendición porque nos dio un pormenor de todos los dones que Dios le ha dado, hermanos, que son a usted se va a dar cuenta durante este programa de cómo una jovencita de 19 años Dios la ha dotado de tantos dones y de gracia, porque I mean, you have a grace. Yo miro que la gente te mira, te trata con gracia, con eso de que tienes algo de Dios.
Yeah, well, I sure had the right parents who brought me up in the Word and showed me how to treat other people and how to use my talents that God gave me in order to share the gospel and stuff like that.
How is it to growing up in a Christian home?
Well, it's definitely unusual to other people. When they ask me, "Are you a Christian?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And they're like, "Oh, like how is it?" I'm like, "Oh, honestly, it's something great because it's something that not everyone gets to experience. You know, you know what it is to be loved, knowing that it's not just your parents that love you, but there's someone else out there that loves you even more and even greater. And it's just so hard to comprehend that, thinking that your parents love you so much that they would do anything for you, that there's this God that would do even more for you and even send his only son just to die for us."
Do you feel like in a way like a privilege to being born in a Christian house?
I do, because like I said before, not everyone gets to experience that, and some people have had harder lives than I have, and I'm just so blessed to be in a family that has cared for me and brought me up in a certain way that made me into the woman that I am today.
You have a great mom.
I do.
Can you describe your mom?
She's very quiet, but she taught me a lot of things. She taught me never to give up, because every time that I would see her just working around the house, just by the way she is, she just shows me that just by trying your best and just pushing forward to do what you know that God has given you the abilities that you can do, and just to be able to reach those goals, because in reality, what she tells me is that you can do anything that you set your mind to.
And she's a very hard working lady, and she never complains.
She doesn't.
She always in the mood to go, go, and she's very quiet, but she's always looking, but she's quiet. She's a very sweet young lady. En my eyes, mi esposa sigue estando jovencita, hermanos. Les digo que ella todavía está muy. She's a sweet young lady inside and the outside too. What about your dad?
Well, my dad does a lot of things, but he's been a good father to me. He's the one who introduced me to the life that I have today. I didn't have a life that most 6 and 7 year olds would have. I wasn't.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm sure the audience knows that our ministry, not many children get to experience the life of having a ministry and having to go to different churches and getting to see new people every single day. And it's something that I'm very grateful for, because honestly, it did make me more social with other people. But not only that, but as I progressed and I got older, I realized how many talents that God gave me, and just I continue to find more. And even when I was younger, like I just started just doing praise dance or even just singing, but then I realized, maybe I can do puppets like my dad does, and I realized that I could do that. And not only that, I started teaching praise dance to other children, and I started singing in different places. And it's just, my dad always pushed me to be able to express and show people the gifts that God had given me.
You mentioned something like go and ministry to churches. Just describing a weekend for you when you have to go and ministry like in 3 or 4 different churches.
Well, that being when I said we did go to different churches, I just want to keep in mind I still was a student, had to do homework and stuff like that. So it was definitely it was tough at times. I won't lie, but nothing could compare when just walking out onto the platform and just seeing hundreds of kids just sitting down, just looking up and just wanting to hear more and wanting to hear the puppet. Like, it wasn't about me. The kids didn't really care about me.
They do.
I mean, in the moment they
think about the puppet.
They cared more about the puppet than they did about me. But honestly, I was the one working the puppet. But still, it was all worth it. Like, even though we did have 4 events a weekend, driving from San Diego all the way back to LA, It was honestly just
That
it
was tough.
amazing. It was tough, but it was great.
See, there was a lesson for you right there? And the ministry of a puppet?
Well, it was honestly that the way I saw it, that if I didn't do it, who else will?
Correct.
Like, if I didn't get up there and do the things that I did, who would teach these kids and who would go up there and do these things for them? So the way that I saw it is like, I'm doing it for myself and be able to, but I'm also doing it for them.
Correct.
It's not for me, it's for them, because God is using me to speak through me to them.
Just like a vessel. Mm-hmm. You were right there. When you were like 5 or 6, you were in the choir.
I was.
The praise team.
I was, yeah. I remember I had started there. I was the youngest one. Everyone else was adults. I was always in the corner, just singing. But, at the time, I didn't realize. I thought I was unimportant at the time. But as I got older, I realized that it was just grooming me to become better at what I was doing, which was singing. And that just led me to a path that I wanted to continue and just to grow more in that. And
the choir, they were great singers, like Sister Cristina Pereira, mm-hmm. Sister Eva, mm-hmm. Brother Roman.
Yeah.
So you were surrounded by people that know how to
mm-hmm.
sing.
Yeah, and I remember, like you said, Sister Eva, like they taught me, They helped me along with the process. Yes, I was young, so I didn't know much, but they were patient with me, and they taught me the different things of different ranges that people would sing in, and they taught me a lot, and I'm grateful for that experience that I had at a young age.
Do you think that's a good all school for you? I mean, I wasn't a school for you. It's a process.
Like I said, it definitely did teach me a lot of things that I didn't know. So yeah, it kind of was
just like prep.
Just prepping for
what was coming.
What was coming, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna be talking little by little, but you remember the first praise dance that you did?
The first praise dance I did, I don't remember the name of the
song. I know the name.
I remember who it was by. It was by Alex Campos.
Alex Campos.
I do.
Yes.
And I remember, honestly, if you had looked at me then and you looked at me now, I can say for myself that I had made a great improvement. I remember when I was younger, I would be in the garage just making up stuff. I would get little sheets and use them as ribbons and stuff like that. But honestly, I would just do whatever came to mind, whatever I heard from the music. I did whatever came to mind, and I was moving my hands. And even though it didn't make sense at the time, I was having a blast. I had so much fun just making up stuff, and just even in the garage. It was so cold in there, but with the sheets, just throwing them everywhere. But it was honestly so much fun.
Era el sonido del silencio. I know. Yeah, I was there. I was there. I was teaching you. Actually, I was watching you more. Se te acercaron maestros a ti de danza, praise dance. Your parents te trajeron para que te enseñar praise dance?
Oh yeah. Well, my parents, like I said, they honestly pushed me to express my talents and to be able to get better at them. So they did get me some teachers, and that taught me how to do dances and how to properly be able to move my arms and stuff like that, facial expressions and just all things. But yeah, they would bring teachers to help me with that kind of stuff.
I mean, just for last night on your school, they do a praise dance. You were the teacher.
Oh yeah, at my job we held a Christmas program, and my boss had asked me to teach praise dance to the little girls at my job.
I mean, there was a time when you started teaching little kids with puppets. Which one is your first puppet that you have in your hand that you remember?
My first puppet that I ever had was Penny.
Okay.
I didn't use her much, but she was my first puppet. I didn't use her as much because she was a little difficult to maneuver, because my hands were obviously small at the time. So to open her mouth and stuff like that, it was a little harder. But what I did, and what was my puppet that people knew me for, was Freddie. Freddie was my first official puppet that I actually stuck with and continued to use throughout the ministry.
And what puppet does? What Freddie? What is it?
Oh, so essentially Freddie is a board.
Okay.
He's a big old whiteboard. I would introduce him during the ministry. He would just be blank, and the kids would help me draw his face on. So as they drew his face on, they helped me.
Is that one?
Yeah, that's Freddie right there.
Okay, that's Freddie right there. I mean, it looks like a hippie or something like that. What is it?
So essentially right there. So I drew Freddie, not with all that stuff on, but he didn't like how I drew him.
Okay.
So I added all that stuff to make him see that it was essentially a lesson to teach these kids that God made us each a specific and certain way, and that we should appreciate that God took time to make each and every single one of us so perfectly, and he took his own image, and he made us into his image. It's to teach these kids that you don't necessarily need to have blonde hair and blue eyes to be able to go and do stuff and preach the gospel. You don't have to be 5'9". You don't have to weigh a certain thing. You don't need to wear certain clothes, because God uses everyone to share his love with other people, And so it's mainly a lesson about accepting how God made you and realizing how by him making you this certain way, this is how he wants you to be and how he wants you to live according to him.
So you say that Freddie was complaining the way he looks.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And you transform. You put him a beard and everything, and then on the end, he was okay.
Mm-hmm.
He was okay the way he looks before, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was the lesson right there. Do you like sports?
I do. I
You
do
do?
like sports. I love sports.
Is that right?
I do. Actually, I've been playing sports almost all my life. When I was younger, I would play basketball.
Okay.
I would play a little bit of soccer, not too much, and I also played a little bit of volleyball. But the sport that I stuck with mainly was basketball.
Do you love basketball?
I love basketball. Now that I'm not in high school anymore, I do miss playing it with my teammates. And
sport helps you to make your character, your personality?
It honestly did. My senior year of basketball, I was the captain, so it definitely taught me a lot about leadership and being there for others and teaching others how to work together to be able to create something great. Because honestly, you can go through life living by yourself, but honestly, you could, but it's better to have people around you to help you to become the person that you can be, because by encouragement and by just by problems that you're having, just speaking to other people, it honestly, because God made life, God didn't make us to live life alone.
Okay.
We need people around us in ministry and just communication. And, it taught me a lot that if you try to be by yourself and you try to win it for yourself, but honestly, it's for everyone. You need to be a team.
It's like a team?
It's a team. You need to be a team in order to achieve the goal that you want.
Are we talking about the school? What school do you used to go?
I used to go to Calvary Chapel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and then not only sport. You guys used to go to a ministry, to like a missionary thing.
Oh yeah. So every year, I took Spanish, but my Spanish teacher, she would take us to Mexico to be able to minister to kids in an orphanage, Reino de los Niños.
Okay.
And honestly, when I was there, I wish I could have stayed there forever. Like, these kids have such big hearts, and it just perspective on everything. And my senior year, when we went on our senior trip over there, we went into the communities where it really changes on how you see your life at home, because these kids and these parents have nothing, but it honestly opened my eyes and realized how grateful I am to have the parents that I have, the house that I have, the food that I have, and it's just honest. It was honestly just a great experience in high school to have.
I remember you were like 7 years old. I used to be in the radio, remember, Pasadena. I used to be in the radio on a 1580 AM en Pasadena. Y yo te traía al radio, ¿te recuerdas?
I do.
Me recuerdo, yo hacía el programa, eran los sábados en la mañana, really early in the morning. Te traía, I used to bring it to my show. Mm-hmm. I'm talking maybe like 12 years ago.
10 years ago?
12 years ago. La traía a mi programa y Me recuerdo que la paraba en un banquito y apenas alcanzaba el micrófono, otro micrófono que había ahí. ¿Y qué es lo que te recuerdas tú que lo único que hacías, qué hacías tú?
The only thing I would do, I would just say the phone number, and then that was it. I would just say the phone number to be able to call my dad for certain events and stuff like that. But I would just say the number, and that was it, the phone number.
So this is not new for you.
This isn't. Like I said, my dad, I'm like, it's not an experience that most kids have. Like, not all the dads are on the radio and you go with them and you're on the radio, you know? But honestly, it's looking back on it, like, I've had so many wonderful experiences and I'm just grateful for each and every single one of them.
Descríbeme alguna experiencia cuando fueron a ministrar que tú miraste a los niños con los papes. ¿Te recuerdas de alguna que fuiste y ministramos? Do you remember any memory that you have? We used to go minister with the puppet.
Honestly, there were so many, but one specifically that I remember. We had gone to a church. I don't exactly remember the city, but we had done our ministry and we had left, you know, but they had invited us back. So we went back, and I remember one of the adults was telling us that there was this little boy there that had seen the puppet, and it was his first time ever going, and, you know, and he got saved. And, you know, it was crazy to me to think that me, like, being at the time probably like 14 or 15 years old, like, actually touched this young boy's life to be able to put him on a path that was better for him, to choose God, and to see that there was someone that actually loved him, and just knowing that I had a hand in that, it was just honestly so great.
That was great. Do you remember the time that we went to ministry? I think all the way to Arizona. I remember it was the valley. And the middle of,
I think it was Palm
Springs.
In
the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And then there was a time where it was tough, like you said, because there's a weekend we have ministry in 4 different places, so we moved from one church, and then we had to move from another one, mm-hmm. And there was, but I mean, that's amazing, don't you think, Jazlyn? The churches that we went, they were. The way they treat us, it was nice.
It was honestly, there were many churches, yeah. Just even by just the kids, how they treated us when we walked in. I was like, oh my gosh, the people with the puppets are here. Or like, just hearing after, like, all, like, the parents that would come up to me and say, oh, you guys did such a great job and stuff like that. And just asking, oh, do you guys need anything, this and that. And it was just great to see. It was honestly, like I said many times, but it was honestly so great.
I mean, you sing. I mean, I'm your dad. I can hear you all day singing in the house, and I'm telling the truth. I love the way you sing.
Thank you.
And I can hear you all. Even you don't know when you're singing in the other room, and I'm listening to you. I'm just worship with the Lord right there, because you're worship.
I do love to worship. I don't know, it's just something about singing, you know, like, it cannot, like, music can just change the way how you feel, you know. Uh-huh. Music just is that powerful, and I don't know, I sometimes have to be careful, especially when I'm driving, you know.
Okay.
You know, because like just worshiping, just like, it just takes over your body and just brings you peace, and, you know, like, I'm so tempted to close my eyes, but then I have to remember I'm driving, so I can't do that. But, you know, like, it's just something that it can be done anywhere, you know. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a church. Like, you know, you don't have to be on stage, like, singing. You can be in your bedroom, you know. You can be in your car, in your living room, in the backyard, you know, in the garage, you know, while you're taking a shower, you know. It's something that you can just do by yourself. And it's not that you necessarily have to be a good singer to be able to worship.
Okay.
Like, people can just do it anywhere. You can just start just playing music and just singing, and it's just something that everyone can do, you know. It's not just held out for people who can only sing, you know. People who aren't necessarily great singers, they can also, you know, just turn on some music and, you know, just feel the presence of God. And wow. Just like, it's just something that can easily be done.
You know, it's amazing because sometimes I'm driving. Most of the time, cuando mi hija va en el carro conmigo, que yo voy manejando, que se sube en mi troca, y en mi troca. Y voy manejando yo, pero ella se siente que she owns me, que le sube, ella es de las que le sube a todo volumen, música cristiana, ¿no? Pero yo voy manejando, imagínense, y le sube todo volumen a mi troca adentro, lo de Chihuahua decimos mi troca, pero a ella a todo volumen y alabando a Dios. Pero yo me gozo con ella, nunca le he dicho que le bajen, maybe once or two. Pero siempre, ¿por qué? Porque yo me gozo, porque un padre se goza cuando mira a sus hijos alabando al Señor y en este caso pues yo me gozo con Jazlyn cuando la miro alabando al Señor. ¿Por qué no has grabado, Jazlyn?
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I haven't had time. You know, ever since I was younger, I did record something, but they were covers and by other artists. But I'm hoping and I'm praying, you know, that there's an opportunity to open up for me. There already is, but I won't get too into it because it's not. It's not for sure. But I'm hoping that God will open a door to be able to make my own music and just to be able to explore in that area.
What kind of music do you like? I mean, Christian music, but what kind of music do you like?
I just like music that brings you peace. You know, there's a variety of like Christian artists that you know. Just by turning it on, like you're able to like, you know, you feel God's peace instantly, you know. That's the kind of music that I like. Just being able to like sing your heart out and knowing that in that moment everything, you know, you feel like everything's going to be okay.
Hay algo, porque yo te he escuchado cantar en inglés, la mayoría cantas en inglés, ¿no? Y también cantas en español, yo te escucho cantas con mariachi también.
I do, yes.
Vestida de mariachi con tu sombrero y todo. Wow, me gustaría mirarte yo vestida de mariachi cantando. ¿Cuál es tu canto favorito en inglés que tú dices, me llena?
There's so many, but right now, recently, like the one that I've been listening to a lot is what's it called? Raise a Hallelujah. Yeah, that one.
Can you sing a little bit for us?
No, that one's too high for me.
That's a little too high for you. You cannot reach that one. It's too high for you. Hay mensajes para ti. Que tenemos a Jazlyn Sepulveda, hermanos. Ella es mi hija la menor, y la tenemos aquí, hermanos. Ella ha estado ya antes aquí en el programa y le estamos haciendo una entrevista, ¿no? De cómo esta jovencita que a 18 años Dios le ha dado diferentes talentos, ¿no? Y esperemos que los use. Y sí, porque el Señor le va a demandar, como dice ella, ¿no? Que se ha ido a ministrar, porque con los papás lo tuvo que hacer, porque si no lo hacía ella, ¿quién lo hacía? Entonces esperemos que los use, porque el Señor le va a demandar esto que el Señor le ha dado. Ahí tenemos mensajes, Jazlyn, ¿los quieres leer? Ya te están mandando mensajes. Me escucho como con eco, ¿no? Así me escucho como que estoy hablando en una caja así. Ahí los mensajes, ahí están, a ver, ahí vienen para acá, mira. Lo van a poner en no sé si Dave, ¿estás ahí, Dave? Ahí está, Dave, ahí está, sí, está haciendo el transfer ahorita. Hay mensajes que te están mandando ahorita ahí, Jazlyn. Ahí están. Sí, me estaba escuchando, Dave. A lo mejor no me estaba escuchando. Ahí está, sí, mira, ¿quién es?
Es mi tía.
¿Qué dice?
Ay, hermosa mi hija, es una linda jovencita, talentosa, obediente a Dios y sus padres. A
ver, ahí viene más, fíjate, hay más hermanos que te están amando. Luis González, ahí está. Muchos saludos, brother. Que el Señor bendiga a su hija. Luis González, te mando saludos, mi mamacita. ¿Quién más? Ahí está, nos están entrando, mira, hermano Mariano Alejandro. Bendiciones, hermano. Dios le bendiga, hermano Alejandro. Ahí está, ahí van a seguir entrando mensajes, se mandan bendiciones. Gracias, hermano Mariano, se lo agradezco del alma. Jazlyn, yo te quiero felicitar, eres una hija muy obediente y lo digo de todo corazón, no lo digo porque estoy enfrente de las cámaras. Siempre consultas conmigo, si vas a salir a un lado, siempre me consultas, siempre estás consultando conmigo, ¿no? Uh-huh. Y yo te lo agradezco como tu padre que soy, que siempre me tomes en cuenta, ¿no? Porque Dios te va a bendecir. Dios te va a alargar los días, dice la Biblia, que si obedeces a tu padre, tus días van a ser largos en esta tierra. Ahí están entrando más mensajes. Bueno, hermano Luis acaba de mandar otro mensaje. Yo te quiero agradecer con todo el corazón. Hay fotos que yo quisiera mirar, quisiera que habláramos sobre estas fotos, ¿no? Prométeme una cosa, cuando ya estés lista para cantar y tengas tu CD, promete que me lo vas a traer aquí yo voy a ser el que voy a hacer tu primicia. ¿Me lo prometes? Porque ya algo se está cocinando, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Ya hay algo que se está trabajando ahí para grabar tu música y empezar con esto. Y Dios te va a abrir puertas, porque yo te miro ministrando a multitudes. Y no porque te quiera mirar no, yo te miro con un talento que es cuestión de tiempo. It's just a matter of time, and God is going to use you in His mighty way. So, pero tenemos fotos ahí. Mira, ¿dónde es ahí? ¿Nos puedes decir?
There? We've been there a lot, but what city was that in? I don't.
Con Pastor Manuel. Esta es para el lado, ya para el San Fernando, para aquel lado.
Oh, yes. So this was for a dinner. I remember for a dinner that they had for, I believe it was all
Los leaders.
The leaders.
Ajá.
Right there we have our puppet baby.
¿Cuál es la dinámica aquí, Jazlyn?
The baby was used to be able to teach the children that essentially, like this baby, there is a baby that lives inside of us who's named Soul. And in order to, like we said, if we don't treat this baby and we don't feed this baby, the baby will essentially become malnourished and eventually die. So the same thing happens with the soul, but the soul doesn't die.
Wow.
It just becomes weak when we don't worship and we don't read the word and just pray. And that was the message that we had given to the kids.
Wow, tenemos fotos ahí. Bueno, el mensaje es ahí tenemos, mira, wow. Pero quiero que pongan atención en esta foto, por favor. Quiero que miren mi expresión en la cara. Quiero que me miren la expresión. Ahora quiero que miren la expresión de mi hija Jazlyn. Pueden mirar la diferencia de extrovertido a introvertida. La pueden mirar. Y yo matándome acá. Y Jazlyn, es que aquí, y eso es lo que nos aplaudieron muchos, que teníamos nuestro carácter diferente.
Yes.
Como que balanceábamos, ¿no? Yo era muy too funny and you too quiet. ¿Y cuál es la dinámica que están? Porque la gente nomás mira eso, pero no sabe lo que está pasando. ¿Cuál es la dinámica aquí?
So essentially here, this is the portion of our ministry where we try to get the kids,
motivarlos,
to motivate them and to get them into what we're doing, So there we have our noise meter, where essentially we either split them up or we do boys and girls depending, and we have them see who can scream louder, Jesus, I love you. And my dad has his side and he's cheering, and I have my own side, and we see who can win. But essentially, in the end, we realize that no one can reach the 10. So what we do, we combine both of them to teach them that because we are one body in Christ, we all have to come together to be able, like I said, teamwork. We are one body in Christ to be able to reach the things that we want to be able to accomplish. So essentially, that's when they reach 10.
So the meter is supposed to be reached all the way to the red.
Yeah. So the louder they scream, the higher it goes. Yeah.
And what happened when that? Well, we're not gonna say that
part.
We're
not gonna say it.
We're not gonna say that part. Para que se lo dejamos para si nos invita a ministrar en su iglesia. No vamos a decir de todo, ¿no? Para que usted tenga también algo que gozarse, ¿no? ¿Dónde fue ahí? ¿Te recuerdas? Yo sí me recuerdo.
That was at Plaza Mexico.
Okay.
With Pastor Valiente.
Pastor, sí.
We were doing a show. Essentially with different people who we were doing in Plaza Mexico for the people in the mall just shopping around. And like I said, so that essentially is what happens at the end, as you can see there with the meter, because the kids scream so loud that it explodes. But
esa fue una experiencia muy bonita, porque no sé si fue porque hemos estado 2 veces ahí haciendo esto. No sé si en esta ocasión se juntaron como 4,000 personas. No estoy muy seguro si fue en esta o en la otra.
I think it was at the other one.
That's on the other one, cuando se juntaron 4,000 personas. Ahí tenemos más fotos. Mira, vienen más fotos. Vamos a estar hablando del ministerio de Jazlyn. Mira cómo, wow, what's that?
Right there was when we had the ministry dedication. That was the first time I had ever sang with mariachi, with my whole outfit. And right there, my dad was previously, before, he was giving me words of encouragement for continuing in the ministry. And yeah, that was the photo that was taken.
Okay, ¿y ahí qué es?
That was at a party.
That was in Fullerton? Yes.
I think it was a wedding, I believe.
That was a wedding, yes.
I believe it was actually in Burbank.
Burbank?
Yes,
okay.
I remember. we was a wedding, and right there in the back you can see the screen that we have where we play the videos and stuff like that. So I was the DJ at the party, and my dad was the MC for the wedding. And yeah, so that was the picture that we had taken there after the party.
And this one?
Oh, that was just a family dinner that we had at Thanksgiving with me and my dad.
That was a Thanksgiving, ¿ah? Nos juntamos toda la familia y wow.
No, that was my graduation.
Oh my, give un aplauso, Dave, por favor, ponle aplauso, Dave. Hay unos aplausos, yes, Dave. Jazlyn Sepulveda, aquí en Avanza Broadcasting Network. Bueno, estamos dando un recorrido de estas hermosas fotos de historia que hemos hecho como familia y ahí vienen más. Mira.
Oh, that was I think my first time by myself. Con la hermana
Lupita Hernández
on her show.
Te entrevistaron ahí, ¿verdad?
Yes, they did. That was a couple years ago.
¿Cómo te sentiste en esa entrevista?
I was very nervous.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie, because it wasn't Spanish, and Spanish isn't exactly my strongest suit. But the hermana definitely made it easier.
Ella es una profesional en esto. La hermana Lupita es una
yes.
profesional en los medios de comunicación y le quiero agradecer, hermana Lupita, por haberla tenido ahí, haber entrevistado a mi hija. Y ahí donde es.
Oh, that's right here in the studio.
Es en el estudio, aunque estábamos en otra parte, estábamos en Bellflower, California.
That was my first time on your show.
Esa fue la primera vez que estuviste en mi show y yo te agradezco que hayas hecho otro tiempo de estar aquí. ¿Qué es eso?
Oh, we had been there a lot of times. But that is me with my puppet Bubbles.
Okay.
Well, Bubbles, essentially what she shares with the kids is how not to be ashamed to be able to share the gospel with the kids in your school, or just the people anywhere in general. Just having the courage that God placed in you to be able to do such things. Like, you don't have to be too young or too old, It's just something that God has placed in everyone.
Wow. Esto fue cuando en la iglesia de Abby,
Yes.
nos invitaron, fuimos ahí invitados a la iglesia, nos tomaron esa foto y ahí estamos, siempre juntos, no siempre. Mira, wow, that's my beautiful daughter. Un aplauso, yes. I'm so proud of my daughter right there, Jazlyn Sepulveda. Beautiful inside and beautiful outside. No sé si hay más fotos, Dave. Se me hace que hay unas dos más ahí. Oh, mira, ahí está. ¿Quién está ahí?
Yeah, that was my senior night, my basketball game. I was the only senior on the basketball team, but it was honestly one of the greatest years of my life to be able to share it not only with my friends but with my parents there. That was essentially how we had our. It was honoring the seniors, and obviously I was the only one, but honestly, I'm grateful for that time that I had.
Mom is watching. Was there something to her? She's the camera right there.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, she's watching. Nos está mirando y es cuando, bueno, Jazlyn, wow. O sea que mirando todas estas fotos puedo mirar que el trasfondo de tu vida ha sido emocionante todo esto.
It has. It's honestly, I've been able to meet so many people who have impacted my life. They made me. Although not every situation, everyone goes through situations where it's not so pleasant, but even I'm grateful for those times as well, because they honestly taught me a lot of things. They taught me the good times and the bad times. They both shape us into the people that we are today.
As a parent, yo te enseñé la forma de servir a Dios. Maybe voy a tratar de explicar un poquito mejor. Te enseñé de servir a Dios from, like the old school. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like the old school, but knowing that you from the new school, so you know how to serve God, the old school and the new school. Mm-hmm. How do you describe that part?
Well, honestly, like, because you were our first generation, so there was just things that you showed me that were more traditional in the sense of, just all basic stuff, and just going into this new generation where it's more about, if I can say, more about appearance,
Okay.
Apariencia. It's been evolving, I remember at the time where it was just, even if it was just a little bit of us and we were all there, we were able to, like, nos gozamos,
Mm-hmm.
And it's and like I can say, like, it's sad to see, see how, as we are evolving, my dream is just to be able to worship God simply, not needing everything, like you don't need, yes, it's good to be able to like attract the new people, with the lights, but honestly, if you break it down to the basic, you only need people who truly love God, and if they truly love God, then it'll work, because you can have all the flashy lights, you can have all of that, but if you don't center yourself and you don't ground yourself in what truly is right, you really don't have anything. Okay. And that's what you taught me. Like, you can have all the lights, and it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but correct. You need to be grounded and have a foundation to build it upon. You need to first have the Word of God, Wow. And then you can build upon it. You can't just open a church with just lights and then just expect everything to go. Correct. The work is put into it, You prepare yourself by reading the Word. You meditate on it, and it's just stuff like that.
How do you describe this generation?
Well, me being this generation, I do believe that we want more, like I said, there needs to be a sort of, not a change, but a moment where we see that the times are changing,
A different way
to
do things.
To not changing, because, we do need to stay, like,
in the Word.
In the Word, like, we need to stay on the foundation that was given to us, but also there needs to be a change to be able to reach out to the younger generation, like social media, okay. It's such a big thing now, and I feel a lot of people are afraid of it, they're afraid of it.
What?
Of social media, because of the things that are on it and stuff like that. But that's where we need to step in to be able to change that, because if we don't do anything about it, it's going to stay the same. And that's what I feel like many people are afraid to cause controversy, but it's sometimes necessary. It's necessary in order to make the change.
Wow. Wow, estoy hablando aquí con mi hija Jazlyn Sepulveda, hermanos, que esto está poniendo más interesante de lo que yo pensaba, por el hecho de que nos está explicando de que esta generación que viene, ellos esperan más, pero lo quieren hacer de una forma diferente. Es la base que sea la Biblia, que sea Cristo, pero tienen que hacerlo diferente. De otra manera no van a poder alcanzar a esta generación, y nos está diciendo que por medio de lo que son las redes sociales pueden alcanzar lo que es a los jóvenes, ¿no? Que están ahorita, que están en decadencia ahorita del pecado, la moral está ahorita ya no se sabe si vivir o no. Entonces sí, la Biblia se tiene que predicar esto, ¿no? Cuando yo me convertí, para mí era más fácil.
Yeah, and I think that's how the world is gaining so many of us, because they do take advantage of the things that are set around them, like TV and movies and social media, Instagram, Facebook. They use it to be able to catch the eye of the certain individual. And because the church is stuck in a way that is just, so sheltered.
Just like a little square?
It's just the circle, and if you know it, you know it. But the people around us, they don't know it. And so we need to be able to step into that, and to step into the social media, step into the TV, We need, because if we don't, like, the world already has an advantage on us, because they are taking advantage of what is said around us, And that's what we need to do as Christians, We need to step out of our comfort zone and be able to cause that controversy, in order to open the eyes of the young people today, because they don't see it.
Correct.
They only see the world. They don't see the church, and they only see what the world portrays of the church. And there's so many things, people like bashing on the church because the church doesn't speak out against it. The church is not, I'm not saying everyone, but the church is staying silent and not speaking against the things that are happening. And that's why the youth sees the world, but they don't see the church.
Well, what do you think will come if all the young people come together? I'm talking about Christian people, come together and spread the word. What do you think will happen?
I don't know. I honestly think because we are the future, So but we don't have a lot of direction. we need people to guide us to be able to reach that point where we can essentially start a thing where we the young people of today are preaching to other people, but we need the people who are before us to teach us how to do that.
Okay.
Because the young people can easily go on social media, but if they don't know what to say, then it's all lost.
Okay, wow. ¿Cómo miras what's your goal in life? ¿Cuál es tu meta en esta vida?
Goal as in?
As a person, as a Christian, as a...
Honestly, just living a life that I know that that God has led me to live.
Okay.
You know, just essentially, but just listening to what He has for me and not holding back, you know, because so many people hold back from what they are given. And at times, like, you know, I do that, but there are moments where you just need to speak out, you know, and just be able to live the life that God had planned you to live, you know. So just to reach the goals that God has for me, you know, not my own goals, but the ones that He has for me.
Okay. Tú aparte que vas a la escuela ahorita.
I do, yes.
¿Qué estás tomando?
Well, right now I am studying to become a speech therapist.
Wow.
So, I'm currently in my first year, so I still have a long way to go. But, you know, it's something that I didn't always want to do that, but, you know, I had always loved working with kids ever since I was young, you know. And I did want to be a teacher at a time, but, you know, being a speech therapist, it made me realize that I could also work with kids, you know, not necessarily just in hospitals, but in school and stuff like that.
Para los que no entienden lo que es speech pathology, ¿qué viene siendo?
It's a therapist, you know, people who have difficulty speaking, you know, sometimes even swallowing, if they have had like a traumatic experience where, like, you know, they're not able to speak and stuff like that. Like a speech therapist helps them to be able to do stuff like that.
Wow. Aparte, esto te ha dado oportunidad de trabajar en un ambiente cristiano.
Yes, I do. I work at a Christian school. I actually did attend that school when I was younger, from preschool all the way to 8th grade. And, you know, it's honestly been such a blessing to be able to surround myself with people who already know me, you know. Like my boss, she's known me since I was, I can say 4 years old probably, so she's seen me grow. And, you know, just my coworkers, I grew up with them, you know, they just help keep me grounded and help me focus. You know, we all fellowship together and stuff like that, like leading chapel with my friend who I just essentially went to that school with, you know, me and him will do chapel for the kids and stuff like that. It's just something so great to be able to do.
Hay una foto que quiero que me rescates, Dave, que es cuando está haciendo una danza mi hija ahí, es un vestido negro. ¿Te ha tocado, por medio del ministerio de papes, te ha tocado a ti acercarte a niños con cáncer, este ministerio? Sí, no.
Yes, I have, yes. I have had...
Hablemos de eso antes de entrar.
Okay.
Ahí, es en la misma iglesia donde hemos ido muchas veces, ¿no? Uh-huh. Ahí estás ejecutando una danza. ¿Qué danza era? ¿Te recuerdas?
That one was Arrebato.
¿Arrebato?
That was I learned that dance from one of the teachers that my dad had brought for me. But honestly, it's probably my favorite praise dance to do, because it just shows and it just teaches the people who just listen, not necessarily just have to watch me, but people who listen to the song. It just shows how the devil may take things away from us, but, you know, God's on our side, and in the end, like He has the victory and we'll gain it all back. You know, the devil can take so many things away from us, but in the end, God is on our side and He knows what's best.
Y luego, como la ejecutaba, siempre poníamos esa praise dance, la poníamos antes de que viniera Panchito.
Yes.
Panchito es un monito que usamos también para ministrar con los papes, y siempre lo poníamos antes porque tenía un mensaje fuerte. Uh-huh. Y aparte lo que tú hacías, el praise dance, eso como que la gente como que despertaba, porque el diablo me robó todo y no se lo puedo quitar para atrás.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Así como me lo quitó, así se lo puedo quitar. Pero es arrebato, ¿no? Uh-huh. Es arrebato lo que... Pero volviendo a la pregunta, esto de ministrar con papes, te ha dado la oportunidad de acercarte con niños con cáncer.
Yes, I have. Yeah, we've gone to birthday parties, with kids who have had cancer, and it's
Ashley,
yes. It's just an amazing experience just to see the smile on their faces, when we show up, when I have Freddie or Bubbles, just being able to speak to them and through the puppets, it's just something so great.
So aparte de que este ministerio es una forma, y no podemos negarlo, a mí me gusta. Te apartaste un poquito, un tiempo de los papes, pero no porque quisiste, sino que del ministerio de papes, sino porque era mucho para ti.
It was, yeah. I was a high school student, I still had homework. I was involved in a lot of extracurricular activities such as basketball, and I was also in choir, so we had a lot of Saturday practices, a lot of Sunday practices, Friday night practices. So, unfortunately, it did take my time away from the ministry, and I wasn't able to do it as much. But, I'll do it every now and then, when I'm needed. But I'm hoping to be I'm trying to involve myself in a ministry in a way that I'm able to balance everything out.
Okay, that is good. Se te acercó una propuesta de venir a hacer un programa aquí en inglés con la juventud.
Yes,
¿Lo has considerado?
I have, but like I said, it would take time, and I do have work now, and it's something that I would really like to do. So if I found a way to be able to manage everything, school work and stuff like that, then I would love to.
Le propusieron una propuesta de venir a hacer aquí programa en inglés a la juventud, y lo va a considerar por todo el trabajo que tiene, ¿no? La escuela y hermanos y su trabajo, y en realidad que sí, yo he mirado a mi hija que es una jovencita muy balanceada, le gusta hacer las cosas bien, ¿no? Si no las va a hacer bien, entonces ni le entra, ¿no? Y aparte que tiene la personalidad de mi esposa, es muy calmadita, que sí, a ver, es muy introvertida, ¿no? Más.
I can be, yeah.
Sí.
Yeah, but if I'm around the right people, I can be very extroverted.
Puede ser porque tú también has sido maestra de ceremonia en algunos eventos.
Yeah, but people have asked me, when we went, when I had gone on my mission trips to Mexico, we used to hold a talent show for the kids, and they would have me MC that, honestly, I've had a great teacher, so, so, you pick up on things, but it's something, if I'm able to do it, because once I get up there, it's something different, something changes, I can be very quiet, but I do essentially love being up there, it's something that, that you have taught me, and, that God has given me to be able to speak in front of people and not get too nervous about it.
Well, but DJ, you are DJ too.
I am a DJ.
Platícanos, ¿cómo es esto?
I remember the first time, I was 13 or 14 maybe. I didn't really know what I was doing, but as I got through it, and I got older, it got easier, sooner or later I started setting up by myself, putting up the speakers and stuff like that. But it's something really fun, just being there at a wedding or at a kid's party, and just seeing everyone get so involved with the games that you do, it's something you don't, because just seeing it from the other perspective, not knowing any of the people at the party, just be able to see how they react to the things that you do, and it's just something so great.
Vamos a poner todo esto en perspectiva. Has hecho puppets por años, ahorita lo tienes en hall por la escuela, has hecho maestro de ceremonia, has hecho DJ, has hecho maestra de danza. ¿Qué más sigue? Singing. Ya me prometiste que cuando tengas tu CD lo vas a traer aquí, y aquí somos los primeros que los vamos a lanzar, y yo sé que tienes, no te quiero poner en el spot que nos cantes aquí a capela algo, pero lo que sí quisiera es que cuando tengas ese material me lo traigas, porque sí quiero que los hermanos miren no el potencial de la voz ni la preciosa, sino la inspiración con lo que lo haces. Y eso como padre a mí me llena, ¿no? Mirarte cuando alabas a Dios, para mí cuando te miro en el altar orando a Dios y levantando tus manos y evangelizando, porque en la escuela donde ibas a evangelizar también. Yeah. Y para mí esto, la gente te mira, pero te mira como Jazlyn, of course, 18 years old, pero no saben todos los talents que hay. Yo sé porque soy tu padre y te he estado a la par tuya. Y para mí es un placer, es un honor tenerte aquí una vez más, Jazlyn. Me recuerdo todavía tenerte en mis brazos. Siempre te paraba yo en la iglesia, te paraba de enfrente cuando tenías 2 años, 1 año. Desde entonces has estado a la par. Y te agradezco, ¿no? Te agradezco. Y ese era mi deseo. Mi deseo era que naciera, ese deseo de servirle a Dios. Porque dijiste tú, todo lo demás se va a acabar. Uh-huh. Pero el servir el círculo, si le servimos a Dios, eso permanece para siempre. Hay mucha juventud como tú, que está mirándonos ahí, que dicen, ¿de qué están hablando? De Jesús, de servir a Dios. Y como dijiste tú, muchos de ellos no saben, uh-huh, o no han tenido ese encuentro con Dios. Esa cámara te la voy a dejar, Jazlyn, para que tú le des un mensaje a la young people.
Well, honestly, especially during this time, there are so many hardships that young people have to face that people didn't have to face before. But honestly, like I had said, it's just surrounding yourself with people who have the same beliefs and values as you. You can't get lost when there are people there guiding you and helping you along the way. And just, you can't live this life by yourself, because that's not how God intended us to be, Just surrounding yourself with people who lift you up and not bring you down, because there are so many people who want to bring you down, but there are so few that want to lift you up. And just finding those people can be so life-changing, We tend to want to be isolated and not have to socialize with other people, but in the end, who are we going to have, by having those people around us? They guide us to make better decisions, but ultimately they guide us to someone who loves us immensely. There is a God who loves us and will always be there for us, even though it feels like he's not there. He is. It's just a matter of us reaching out and crying out and saying, like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I need this weight lifted off my shoulders. But it's just by opening your mouth, because God already knows, but he's not going to force you into it. He gave us free will, so we need to make the choice to be able to come to him and say, hey, God, I messed up, but, I know that you still love me, even though I don't deserve it, so I'm handing this off to you because I can't take it anymore. And it's just knowing that there's someone there who will never leave you and always love you, and it's just something different, because there are people who say that they'll love you and they'll never leave you, but in the end, people die, people leave, but God is the one constant thing and the one constant person that will always be there for you. Even, like I said, even when you don't feel it, he's always there. He's right by your side, and it's just, all you have to do is just grab onto his hand and just be the person that he wants you to be, and just living according to his word. Because it's not easy. You can't just give it all away and expect nothing to happen, and expect it all to be done for you. There is work that you put into it, but it's just something, even when we do go through hardships, you just know that there's someone who's there that's going to go through it with you. And it's just knowing that in the end, it's all worth it, because you know where you're going, you know what it's in store, and it's just something that's so great. That's so great.
Thank you, Jazlyn. Quiero decir que tenemos problemas técnicos. Usted mira ahí en la pantalla que hay una distorsión de la imagen. Se conecta y luego se desconecta. Qué bonito mensaje, Jazlyn. Thank you. Yo pienso que, y eso, para ti, ¿quién es Jesús?
I don't know. He's just someone that's always there, And like, even when I feel most alone, like, he's just someone I can talk to, and even when I'm just in my pajamas, just sitting in bed, I can just open my mouth and know that I can just talk to him.
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Thank you, Jazlyn. Hay mensajes que vamos a ir a los mensajes, ya estamos por despedirnos. Ay, no sé si Dave está ahí, hay mensajes que entraron a última. Hay gente que está mirando, mira, te está mirando Marta Sepúlveda. ¿Quién es?
Hi, Mom.
Samantha, dile algo bonito.
I love you.
Alex Rojas está ahí, Alex. Thank you, Alex. Ángel Zamarrón, is there?
Hi.
Hi. Obed Leiva. Hi.
Hola.
Juan Manuel Estrada is watching. Manolo Luque, Dios te bendiga, Manolo Luque. Él es, un día lo vamos a traer aquí. Él trabaja en HR, si no me equivoco. ¿Me corriges, Manolo? En HR de lo que es un buffet de abogados. Y un día lo vamos a tener aquí para hablar sobre eso, hermanos. A Mariano, ahí está Mariano otra vez. El hermano Mariano nos mandó otro mensaje. Gracias, Manolo, gracias él también es el director de la revista Fuerza Latina. Y gracias a Paqui Rodríguez, ahí está, un saludo a Paqui Rodríguez.
Hola.
Sí, ahí está. Virginia García te está mirando. Hermana Virginia es el fan número 1 de aquí de nosotros. Ahorita te va a poner algo bonito, yo te aseguro que te va a poner algo bonito. Jazlyn, para mí ha sido un privilegio, que es mi segunda vez que te entrevisto. Te han entrevistado en otras televisoras. En Cristo Vive en Mí también te tuvieron ahí, te entrevistaron, cantante, Maná del Cielo, hermana Lupita Hernández. En Almavisión también estuviste ahí. Pues hoy has estado en muchas plataformas de televisión. Y espero que aquí, que lo consideres, que abras aquí tu programa en inglés para la juventud, hablarles de Cristo y traerte a 5 jóvenes aquí y que hagan un mensaje y ustedes hablen de la Biblia. Yo pienso que eso va a ser fenomenal. Thank you, Jazlyn.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you. Bueno, estuvimos hablando con Jazlyn Sepúlveda, hermanos, mi hija, la menor, que es una bendición para mí, para mi esposa. Le mando un saludo a mi esposa que nos está mirando. Y hermanos, yo quiero decir algo antes de cerrar este programa. Quiero decir un pensamiento. Se dice que de un homeless, o de ¿cómo sería en español un homeless? Una persona, un vagabundo. Se dice que se acercó a una iglesia en tiempo de Christmas, ¿no? Y la iglesia estaba llena, teniendo un convivio de comida y teniendo algo familiar. Y cuando aquel vagabundo quiso entrar, no le permitieron entrar porque no venía en la vestimenta correcta para entrar. Y muy triste se fue este vagabundo, estaba lloviznando, muy frío, estaba anocheciendo, no se miraba muy bien, y se fue a cobijarse abajo de un puente, y se dio cuenta que ahí estaba otra persona también. Y le pregunta a aquella persona, ¿qué pasó? Y le dice, no me dejaron entrar por la vestimenta como vengo. No es apropiado, me dijeron que yo entrara a este lugar y no me dejaron. Yo traía hambre, traía frío y no me dejaron entrar. Y aquel hombre le pregunta al que estaba antes ahí, le dice, bueno, ¿y tú qué haces aquí? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Y le dice, mi nombre es Jesús, Jesús de Nazaret. A mí tampoco me dejaron entrar. Llenaron la iglesia de fiestas, de comida, de Santa Claus, de arbolitos, de luces, pero a mí tampoco me dejaron entrar. El mensaje, no habremos desplazado a Jesús por esas tradiciones. Y en realidad, el que nació por nosotros y murió en la cruz del Calvario se llama Jesús. Y Él merece toda la honra y toda la gloria y toda la alabanza. Así de que si hagamos algo, sea para honrar al Señor. Que eso sea nuestra meta, ¿no? Que no nos llenemos de que sea nuestro punto céntrico, ¿no? Que no sea la comida ni los regalos, porque esto que les acabo de decir como que desplaza a Jesús, ¿no? Y en realidad el regalo más grande de esta humanidad para todos es Jesús, envuelto en pañales, en un pesebre. Ahí nació Jesús, y eso es lo más hermoso, el regalo a la humanidad, el regalo que no merecíamos. La humanidad no merecía que Jesús viniera y muriera en la cruz del Calvario. Mas sin embargo, Él vino y murió por nosotros, para que nosotros fuéramos salvos por medio de Él. No desplacemos esta Navidad. Que Jesús, en inglés, ¿cómo se dice? Jesus is the season.
Jesus is the reason for the season.
Jesus is the reason for the season. Así es de que Jesús sea el céntrico de nuestras reuniones. Sí, coma, disfrute, pero que Jesús sea el centro de sus reuniones. Dios les bendiga. Nos miramos próximo viernes aquí a las 5 de la tarde. Aquí vamos a tener aquí un entrevistado, es un director, él tiene su programa de radio y televisión y va a estar con nosotros, se va a poner interesante. Por lo pronto tuve a Jazlyn Sepulveda. Thank you, Jazlyn.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you very much. Mi hija Jazlyn Sepulveda. Los que van a entrar más tarde al programa, mándele mensajes a Jazlyn ahí, ok, Jazlyn Sepulveda. She's awesome. Dios les bendiga. Próximo viernes a las 5 de la tarde, DJ Manny Sepúlveda. Dios les bendiga.
Anduve por el mundo con un vacío en mi alma, Jesús lo vino a llenar. Ahora vivo alegre y tengo la esperanza, por siempre con Él está. Maravilloso poder, qué gozo siento yo en mi ser. Yo siento el poder del día de Pentecostés, poder maravilloso poder, poder maravilloso poder, qué gozo siento yo en mi ser. Yo siento el poder del día de Pentecostés, poder maravilloso poder.